Can you give a brief description of how the X39 patches work? Okay. The X39 patches, like our other patches, are light therapy devices. So basically, and light therapy has been around for thousands of years, by the way. So we can point back to 5,000 years of light therapy in India. There's a wonderful book, by the way. It's called Let There Be Light, and it's written by Darius Dinshaw. Well, he was the author of the therapy. And what this book does is it provides an instruction manual on how to use different wavelengths of light, different colors, in treating the body and providing therapy for different types of health disorders. So if you are at all interested in light therapy, that would be an excellent book that I could recommend. We know, going back thousands of years to ancient Greece, that they were experimenting with different colored glass as a method of filtering sunlight and providing light therapy, and see what that would do. We know, going back to the early 1900s, there was a Danish Svendsen who won awards and recognition for his research into light therapy. Today, there's over 5,000 clinical studies that are published in peer review on the use of light to treat different types of health disorders. So what we're doing is we're providing light therapy in a new and novel way. Instead of using a lamp or a cold laser, what we're going to do is stimulate the body with low levels of light using a patch. Now, the patch contains completely organic materials. Technically, they are stereoisomers of amino acids and sugars, other materials, and they're processed in a very specific way so that they will stimulate the skin with very specific wavelengths of light when they're activated by body heat. So your body heat is the power source for the patch. Now, we've also learned over the years, after doing over 80 clinical studies, that you can get systemic effects in the body with the patches. So you can apply them at different points. You can test the blood or the urine, and you'll see that the patch affects the entire body. You can see it bioelectrically too. So what this means is that you could take a patch like X39 and you can apply it to the back of the neck, as it's shown here. You can apply it below the belly button if you want to apply it near a wound. You could do that as well. So here's an illustration that shows this, but quite simply, when you apply the patch to the body, it gets activated immediately by your body heat, which, by the way, is infrared light. And the patch will stimulate the skin with different wavelengths of light in the infrared and the visible spectra. Now, this is a process that's known as photobiomodulation, and it's a specific type of phototherapy. A good way to think about this is you go out in the sun, and sunlight will cause your body to make vitamin D. That's a great example about how UV light causes the body to make vitamin D, a biochemical in the body. And we know how powerful vitamin D is. Let's say that you're a man over the age of 40 or 50 or 60, and you're concerned about decreasing libido or sexual function and declining testosterone levels. Going out in the sun and exposing your neck and shoulders, where the androgen receptors are, to UV light will cause your body to increase its production of testosterone. And that's something that's clinically proven. When we go to sleep at night, we should sleep in a dark room, because the absence of light is going to turn on the production of melatonin and help us sleep. So there is a very intimate connection between light and the human body. In fact, it has now been proven that all cells emit light, and the light comes from the DNA. There are laser-like pulses of light that come from the cells. And the reason why they're there, because nature is so efficient, is that these pulses of light coordinate, initiate, direct biochemical responses in the cell. So while we are made up of biochemicals, in fact, as Becker found in his book, The Body Electric, it's the energetic system, the bioelectrical system of the body, the energetic system of the body that controls the biochemistry. So as the ancients knew, we are indeed beings of light. And this is what connects us all.